Hello and welcome to Flowing with Angels. My name is Marielle and I'm so happy that you are joining me for another angel message and angelic symbol. As always, thank you so much for all of your kindness and support for this channel. It is greatly appreciated. As we are entering the week leading up to Easter, I have received the wonderful appropriate symbolism of the rabbit from Archangel Sandalphon. We will explore the spiritual meaning of the rabbit spirit first, before we move on to Archangel Sandalphon's message for us later on in this video. The rabbit is associated with spring and new beginnings and represents luck, abundance, fertility, and creativity. This spirit animal acts as a guide between heaven and earth, as it teaches us about the importance of communing with nature and grounding to the earth, as well as navigating through the unseen spiritual worlds with our higher senses and intuition. Rabbits are sensitive creatures, and they can detect many different scents. Additionally, their big ears are designed to pick up various subtle sounds, and with their round eyes they are able to see in all directions and gain a clear view of their environment. Rabbit encourages us to use our sensitivity to pick up on the needs of others as well as our own, and handle our lives and the people around us with care and compassion. We are reminded to be gentle with ourselves, especially on days that we feel discouraged, to protect ourselves from harsh and interfering influences, and to keep our thoughts and actions pure, light, and loving. As a symbol of fertility and abundance, the rabbit spirit inspires us to trust in the endless source of love and light from the universe, and to look for and appreciate the many gifts, talents, and resources we already possess, and to cultivate them further with the right amount of love, patience, and care. Rabbit helps us to explore new ideas, opportunities, and territories. Whenever we feel down from previous painful experiences, Rabbit reminds us that we can always start over and begin a new life filled with dreams. Rabbits are also quick and witty animals. They are very unpredictable in their movements, as they never run in a straight line, and they are masters of camouflage, shape-shifting, and hiding, which teaches us to develop directional awareness, clever and creative planning, and keen senses. Archangel Sandalphon is the archangel who has the strongest connection with Earth and is responsible for the well-being of this planet and the healing of its inhabitants. Let's take a look at his message for us. My beloved ones, it is my absolute pleasure to visit with you and bring you a message of renewal, hope, and optimism. I, Archangel Sandalphon, am very aware of your endeavors and experiences as a human being, and I would like to give you some guidance to make your journey easier and more pleasant. Your life is like a beautiful piece of music with alternating rhythms, transitions, intervals, high and low notes, and above all, a harmonious melody line. My encouragement to you is to feel the harmony and balance in the song of your heart by tuning into your senses and intuition that will lead the way and bring you back in the flow of life. In this day and age, there are many strong energies and forces present that drown out the natural melody of your soul and ask you to adjust and conform to other people's or society's opinions, rules, and convictions. If you cannot hear your own song, you get easily pulled from one direction to the other, and from one extreme to the other. One day you might push yourself to the limit, and on another day you might collapse under the pressure and abandon all your good intentions and high values. This push-pull pattern is very common, but is detrimental to your natural pace, sense of joy and well-being, and inner peace. You could say that your orchestra is infiltrated by unwanted instruments and voices, and it is time for a clear-out. I chose the symbolism of the rabbit to reconnect you to your sensitivity and inner knowing, because many of you have desensitized yourselves merely to cope with the overload of stimuli and demands in this world. However, your feelings and emotions provide valuable information to what is beneficial for you when it comes to the material things, the relationships, the occupations and activities in your life. When they are not in tune with your natural melody or flow, you will quickly get burnt out, overwhelmed, and filled with feelings of discontentment. The spirit of the rabbit is here to remind you of the lightness of life, the joy, the lucky turns of events, and most of all the abundance for you to enjoy. You access this energy by making time for rest and relaxation on a daily basis to recharge your energy and look beyond the mundane into a world of magic and wonder. It is like being young again and full of anticipation and excitement. You can make space for these feelings to arise by stepping off the wheel of your everyday routines and obligations, even if it is only for a few minutes, and explore options that will bring joyful change to your life. Ask us angels for inspiration, and we will gladly surprise you with higher knowledge that will enlighten your vision, creative ideas that will make your heart jump with joy, and wonderful synchronicities and signs that will put a smile on your face. However, it is your choice to make room for new adventures, and it is up to you to deviate from the fixed path and move through your life with more flexibility, like the rabbit does, by following your inner senses and intuitive nudges. You must be willing to stand up for your inner truth with integrity and vigor when you choose to follow the desires of your heart, even if this means going against the grain and other people's expectations of you. But know, dear ones, that there is no bigger reward as well as contribution to the world as your happiness and joy. The energy that you bring into the world when you are living according to your soul's song has a powerfully uplifting and inspiring effect on those around you. Your genuine smile will light up the darkness and cast away the heaviness of mundane and tedious living. The rabbit symbolism brings the message that every day holds a new beginning, and you can start right where you are by being resourceful and creative with what you have, and releasing the pressure of limitations and a scarcity mindset. Start to make the best of your life and circumstances in the present moment, and soon you will hear the subtle tunes of a familiar melody, the beautiful melody of your heart that will lead you to increased joy and happiness. Embrace the warmth and lucky breaks of the rabbit spirit, dear ones. You are all beautiful beings of love and light, and so deserving of your true path. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. I wish you a wonderful week and a happy Easter weekend. Until next time, Namaste.